Hi, everybody, and welcome to Sunday Night Live at 8 p.m. with Judy K. Now, we're probably about a minute and a half or something late. I've been having a little trouble. Andrew gets me set up, as you know, and this one button, and I keep forgetting to tell him. I'm probably hitting something wrong when I hit it, which sometimes it doesn't work, but I finally got it, so we're up and running. Anyway, welcome and thank you for joining in. Thank you very much. And tonight is Saturday, Sunday, June 22nd, and we'll be here until 8:30. And today's a special day. It is my birthday. If you didn't see it on Facebook, it is. And I'm happy to be here. And today I've turned 69, and I'm proud to say it. I always think it's good to say how old you are because you think about the kids you went to grade school with or high school with, and they didn't make it. So never, this is a word of advice, and take it if you want it, but always be proud of your age because a lot of people don't make it to the age you are. All right. So I'm always happy to say how old I am. All right. So let's go. Everybody's starting to come in. Hi, Jody. Hi, Cosmic Body. Hi, Jeremy Harrison. And hi, Jody Lynn. So here we are. And Carmen's on here. I'm looking both ways. And we're going to have a very interesting tonight. Hey, thank you. Thank you. I thought I spoke about this a few weeks ago, and I kind of looked up because, as you know, if you want to see an old live, you can watch the lives on YouTube. You go on YouTube, go to my channel, which is Judy K Psychic Medium Official, and you hit the live. You'll have videos or whatever. Hit live, and then you'll have it where the caption will tell you what the subject is. And I thought I talked about this. And Andrew, I'm going to ask you, did I talk about my missing green cow site a few weeks ago? Yeah, and you see, I thought about it, but I didn't. It probably fell on a different day. So I'm going to tell you a really fun story tonight. But please remember, John is down the hallway, and he's joining in on us. And then we have Andrew being the technical magician at a different location. And we also have somebody else you've been asking for, and I will bring her in right now because some of you've seen her, some of you haven't. But the people that had her were asking about her last week, and she got herself in trouble, and she had all her little technical gadgets and different things taken away from her electric stuff. So here she is. This is Gracie. Come here, baby girl. And here is Gracie. Say hi. Hi. Gracie, if you recall, is 10 years old. And actually, Lord let me do a lot of things in my life. And I used to breed and show Maltese. And in fact, I was on TV with what was that? Your grandmom and your grandpop? I forget. I have to look it up. I think yeah, that would have been your grandmom. That's right. No, great Paris would have been your great grandma. That's right, and your daddy. Okay, so she comes from a beautiful line. She's a beautiful girl, isn't she nice? And I got a call. The woman that adopted her couldn't take care of her anymore. And as you know, we've lost our little Maltese that we had left, and they died of older age, about 15. And here's Gracie, but she doesn't act 10. I don't think she looks 10. Okay, so say bye bye. She wants to take a nap. All right, go back to your doggy bed. So, yeah, she's a sweetheart, isn't she? Yeah, we got a phone call, and it came in like 7:30 in the morning, and within 2 hours, I guess we were in King of Prussia picking her up. So, yeah, her bow that actually is a show bow. That's a special bow that you have to purchase. They have vendors that are just for dog shows, and that's actually called a puppy bow. All right, not that you needed to know that information, but the subject matter for tonight's going to be really interesting. Very interesting. In fact, I could blow some socks off here on this one. All right. So please remember, if you do want to be in the tarot card pool, Andrew will be picking the names tonight. So you can ask him in the comments. You do have to ask in the comments. Now you can only ask once because you ask more than once, you get disqualified until next week. Okay. Remember, if you have won in the past 3 weeks, you're not eligible. Wait 3 weeks. and then you're eligible to start asking again. All right. So, but we'll probably do the tarot pull probably in about 15 minutes, maybe 20. So let me just go through the notes real quick. So I did tell you, remember, you do have to ask for the tarot pull. My upcoming expos. If you do want to pre-book a time slot for either of these expos, please remember I don't take it until about I start like 3 weeks prior. So I'll be at the Woodbridge Psychic Fair on Saturday, September 20th from 11 to 5. That's a short expo. It's only 6 hours. Usually they're like 7 or 8 hours. I'll be there. And then I'll be at the Festival of Light Psychic Fair. That's actually in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. Very fun expo, really is. If you know anything about Berkeley Springs, it's at the Ice House, but that's where they have everything anyway. So I'm there November 8th and 9th. Now, if you'd like to schedule a private reading for me to do my psychic medium work, my tarot work, or whatever you'd like, the readings are priced accordingly on my website, and they're per time. It's not what you're getting, it's the amount of time. Plus, I also offer healings. If you would like to, you can go to judyk.net, JUDYKAY.net, and you can schedule a reading through there. Now, you don't get to pick your time and date. You have to do that with me, but you can let me know what you're looking for. Okay. So, and if you want a psychic party, you can always ask for that. Now, this week's prayer list, we have Mike Tozer. He's Amanda Tozer's father. As you know, he passed away not too long ago. And please, I'm asking you to pray for the Tozer family and Amanda. She's expecting Jen Sanchez's grandbaby. I guess we're getting close to any minute now, I think, aren't we, Jen? All right. Let's see. We have Carmen Tumain. Many health issues. She really could use your prayer. She's always up and everything, but she could always use some prayers there. Carol Mendocino Booth is going through some tests for health issues. Jeff is going through some kidney issues, so please be praying for him. Kay Rapp having treatment for health issues. Tim Merrick is going through health issues. I talked to his wife the other night, and he's doing okay, but he needs to have a little bit more strength and get up and go. Dee Gusha has various health issues. Sandra Costner diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, so pray for her. And Lauren E., she asked last week on the live, she's in mourning. Plus, we have a lot of mommies on here that lost their children. So keep everyone here on our lives in your prayers like I do. And Diane Lepresti's having health issues, but she is feeling better. Okay, that's it. Okay, you're asking correctly. Thank you. All right, so I'm watching that. Now, let me see what our next thing is. Oh, this week's subject. Now, when it comes to the subject, remember, you can watch these lives on my YouTube channel, or you can watch them here on Facebook. But Facebook is not keeping the live videos. So what Andrew has done is he switches them over so they go through both and they'll always be on live. So if you find a topic, remember last week I think Carmen was asking about the spider information I was giving, not how creepy they are, but how they can tell you what's going to happen that day. It's short-term predictions. But anyway, so she looked up the spider one on YouTube, so you get to see it. You can fast forward. You don't have to watch the whole live. The whole live is posted there in case you wanted it, but you can do that. Okay. Now, but you're also able to make comments on the video and you can ask questions just like you can do here, and I'll get back to you. Okay. So I probably won't answer them during the live because I try to stay on subject, which it would be on subject, but I try not to lose my train of thought. So let's get back to this. Guess what tonight's subject is? Now, as you all know, I'm writing my book. I'm slow in writing my book, all right? But I'm getting it done. And I have a number of stories. Well, what are the stories? There's 2 books that I'm writing. One has more educational stuff in it, and the other one, it's educational through things that happen. Because just like when I talk to you, you learn as you go with this kind of, different subject matters. Well, I'm not going to tell you the whole story because that's going to be in the book, but I'll give you a little rundown. And this has happened to me before. What it's titled tonight is "When Deceased People Steal or Borrow Your Items." Let me just say that to you again. When deceased people steal or borrow your items. I'm sure you're all sitting there going, "What did she just say?" They can take your items. Now, we might have touched on this part before, but I didn't tell you what's been going on now. And this has been going on a month. over my lifespan, it happened to my parents, it's happened to another people. Usually it happens to people with gifts. It can happen to normal people, but not so much. All of a sudden, you had something and it was right there. And then all of a sudden, it's not right there. So, what's the first thought that comes to your mind? Where did I put it? Well, now I know I put it there. So, what can happen? And this has happened to my parents a number of times. It's happened to me. For decades, it's happened to me. They'll take something. It'll just disappear. Now, where do they put it? I'm sure you're wondering that. Where can they take it to? That I don't have an answer to. I know they have it, and I have proof again that this time they had it. Where did they put it? I don't know if they have a locker room up there or what. I don't know. But they have something. So I guess I'm just like picturing deceased people like, oh my God, here's my locker. I'm gonna put it in here, I'll lock it up and I'll come get it when I'm ready to give it back. One time, and this happened, I guess this was the 80s. I think it could have happened in the 90s. I had a gold bracelet and it had little diamonds and it was just tiny. I mean, nothing spectacular, but it was cute. It was nice piece of jewelry. And there was a hiding place, and this was an old farmhouse. It was a very old farmhouse and a very old hiding place that you could not tell it was there. Okay. I lived in the house 2 years before we found it accidentally, and my bracelet was there. One day I go to get my bracelet. My bracelet's gone. It's gone. Absolutely gone. Now, nobody knew it was there. And plus, you had to be pretty tall or get on something to get it. All right. I had trouble getting it, and it was gone. So the next day I walk around the house and there was an old man there who passed away who liked to play games. And I told him, I said, I want my bracelet back. All right, just give me my bracelet back. Put it back where you found it. What I've just forgot to tell you is for years, and we had horses back then, but we also had some barn cats, and we had a ledge. And on the ledge, we would put like a square, I'm going to say it was like a Tupperware container for the cat food. So, the dogs wouldn't get it. The cat could get up there and eat in peace. Well, you'd go out there to, you know, wash the dish and, put new food in it. The dish was gone. And you'd look around the grass and you couldn't find the dish. Wasn't there. And you're looking around again. What happened to the dish? You go in the house, you get a different dish, you walk it out, and the dish was on the ledge where it always is. And that happened probably at least once a week for many years. But we laugh it off. Now he's taken my gold and diamond bracelet. So about one weekend, I finally had it. I was in the house alone. I went both floors yelling, and I did say some bad words. I'll admit to that. I want my bracelet back, and I want it back now. The next day, it was in the hiding spot. See, he took it. Why did he take it? To him, it was funny. He didn't think he was going to hurt anything. I mean, he did it with the cat dish the whole time. He did it with other things. Okay, so let me tell you what happened now. And this started when I came back from mom. Um, yeah, it's a funny. You just talk to them. As I said, deceased people are the same they were alive. They're just deceased. So you talk to them just like that. So anyway, I come back from mom. Now, I usually don't take this crystal with me to mom, but I did. Now, this crystal, this is the first time it went to an expo. I keep it in this bag. And it just keeps it safer. I keep it in my reading bag. So that way it goes to the hotel with me for overnight and everything. And then the bag comes in here. Well, I don't start unpacking until we get home Sunday. I don't start unpacking until Monday. And I put everything away. And then I realized, where's my green calcite? Where's the purple bag? Now, of course, I'm thinking, being a human being, well, maybe I didn't pack it. Maybe I didn't leave it. But if I didn't pack it, I'd have the purple bag, because the purple bag's never on my reading table. The purple bag's always in the reading bag. So I knew it got into the bag. And I'm looking, and I use this crystal a lot for doing readings here at home. And here it is. So this green calcite was missing since May the 19th. May the 19th. And guess when I got it back? Yesterday. Yesterday, I got it back. So it was it yesterday or the day before? It was gone for 32 days. 32 days. Now, this green calcite, one of my good clients, and I don't know if she's on here tonight because I haven't been watching the feed too much, but Deb Prezanto, and I'm sure you've seen Deb on here whenever. She went to Sedona a few years back, and she brought me back this as a gift. So it does have it. No, I hold it close to my heart, and I was using it, and it was fun. 32 days. Now, what did I do? Did I know who took it? Yes, I did know who took it. I knew exactly who took it. Why do I know who took it? When I live in a different house. I don't have any kind of relationship at all with the deceased man from my old house. But who took it? It was a woman who died in around what was it? She, let's see. She died in 18. I know this. I can't think of it offhand. She died around 1880. Hmm. And she was pestering me to do something, and I didn't do it. It was almost an impossible thing to do it. So, because I didn't listen and I balked at it, she took my green calcite. That story is going to be in my book with a lot of other things about the story. And the one thing I'm not going to tell you, but if I told you what happened in the meantime, you'd be laughing so hard you wouldn't even know if you won the tarot pool or not. It gets funnier, but that's what happened. So can they take your stuff? Yeah. So you could say, did she borrow it? No, I think she stole it, thinking, oh, I'll get her attention, and I did. And we played a little game, and finally I won my crystal back. Now, before we go to the tarot pool, which we're going to do shortly, um, I had gotten this last week. Cheryl Moyer, one of my clients from around the Allentown area, she asked for a question. Yeah, what I don't know. No, she was punishing me. This was a punishment. She got to me. Oh, I didn't tell you this part. This desk here in my home is a very haunted desk. When I was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I mean, all on, this desk was in my parents' home. And at night, you would hear this. Now, this was on downstairs. I was upstairs. Hear this? And that's before you heard the footsteps going up to the top second story where we were all sleeping. It was a lot of fun. Was I scared of it? No, it happened almost every night. So this came out of the desk drawer, and when I found it, it was in the desk drawer. Alrighty, so let's go with that. So back to Cheryl Moyer. Cheryl Moyer's birthday is today also. So I thought, well, I'll do her orbs. I don't know if she's on here, if she's going to watch it later. She asked about orbs. Now, I've had orbs since I was a kid. Do you remember those old what did they call them? You'd get the picture right away. I keep thinking it's not paranormal. Polaroid, that's it. Polaroid pictures right away. Thank you, sweetheart. Polaroid pictures. Well, when we would take Polaroid pictures at my parents' house when I was a kid, there was orbs all over them. And then on the regular ones, remember the old cameras where you'd have to take and have, drop off the film? And what we did, and this, we're going back to the 60s, and we were so used to seeing real dead people. With the orbs, we were just tossing the pictures out, not realizing the orbs are dead people. So are orbs dead people? I'm sorry, deceased loved ones? Yes, I'm trying to do better with that, deceased loved ones. Yeah, they are. Why are they an orb and not as a body? Because it depends on how much energy they want to use at the time. So if they don't have a lot of energy, you're going to see them as an orb. If they just want to do a light visit, they could orb right across from you. Orbs is almost like, how some deceased people, like Sandy was doing it a lot, but then we had somebody that wasn't Sandy messing with the lights overhead during the lives. Doing orbs is almost the same energy as they used for that. Is it to get your attention? Only part of the time. Part of the time it's because that's just their way of being there. Sometimes they can be in a room and be invisible, and sometimes they can be very visible or noticeable. But with the orbs, it's a nice quiet visit. I know when I was working with New Jersey Paranormal years ago, when I had the time, I'd go up there to do the haunting things with them. I always would tell the people because they wanted to get pictures of orbs. One of the easiest places to get pictures of orbs is where your wall hits the ceiling. So if this is we'll use tarot cards here. If this is the ceiling, okay, and this is I'll go with this one, the ceiling and the wall, right around this area is where you're going to find your orbs. Okay. The deceased loved ones, they have a tendency to hang in that area. So you can also get them to bounce off of mirrors. You can get orbs in mirrors. That's a very easy place for them to do it. And also around that area. Does an orb have to be around that area? No. But if you're in a haunted place and they're not really trying to communicate, like, let's put it this way, when they're strange people, they're not strange people, they might be, but when they're strangers to you, like if you're in a haunted location, that's where I'd search first. And people were getting pictures of them left and right. And I feel like one wall was a heavy wall. So I'd say that wall over there, that's where they are. And they would be clicking, and they'd see it right away on their phone. We weren't, when I was a kid, we weren't afraid of orbs. We just thought it was a messed up film. And then I found out later really what it was. You see, my family didn't study the work that I do. There was no reason for my mom or my grandmom or my great aunt or nobody to study it because they just had it naturally. So finally we found out that, oh yeah, that might have been Uncle so-and-so. All right. So orbs are nice. Don't ever be afraid of orbs. When they're in an orb, and they want to be in an orb situation, they're usually very nice and calm. All right. That would be like a neighbor coming by. You could say that. All right. Yeah, Polaroid. Yeah. I kept going to paranormal. I thought, no, I know that's not right. All right. So I guess we're good. Everything here looks good. I'm looking at the comments. It's time for the tarot pull. So let's see who. Let me put it up here. I've gotten so many birthday wishes on Facebook. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. It was very nice. Okay, let's see. Andrew, let's see. Okay, hold on. Oh my God, I can't. My eyesight here is getting okay. Sam, let me write this down. Sam Tishgart. Let's see, Mary. Wait a minute. We got a problem here, Andrew, I think. It says Mary O'Neill Jerome. Is that her name? Mary? Is Jerome her last name? I don't want to. Well, we'll try that. Mary O'Neill Jerome. Okay. 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 All right. So we have Sam. And let me see. And Sue Pompetti. Okay, so Sam Tishcart, Mary O'Neill Jerome, and Sue Pompetti. Do you want romance? Do you want general? Do you want moving? Do you want finances? Let me know. I'm only doing 3 tarot cards. So give me the subject matter and let's see what we have. So Sam Tishcart, what would you like? All righty. Try to write it in those comments, girls. Mary O'Neill Jerome, what would you like? Oh, Jenny, I'm sorry. You have to come in early. Oh, you're talking about the orbs. I know I need to clean these glasses. Okay, so Sam wants general. Yeah, sure. They'll see the orbs. Absolutely. Absolutely. They'll see them. Let's see. So I have Sam Tishcart, Mary O'Neill Jerome, and Sue Pompetti. What would you like? Would you like general, like health or anything? If you're not on here, you lose it. You lose it. Okay, well, I don't see you, so we're going to do Sam. Well, I'm going to do Sam. If they're not back, if they don't type in what they want by the time I finish up Sam's, you're going to lose your spot. Okay. Oh, Mary O'Neill Jerome is general. And now we just need Sue Pompetti. if I'm not saying it incorrectly. Yeah, it's Sue Pompetti I don't have. So I'm going to do this, and when I'm done doing, I'm doing Sam Tish cards now. Then I'll need it. Okay. All right, hold on. Oh, those cards were pretty close to one another. I am surprised. All right. All right. This is for Sam. Sam. Ooh. Sam, what the cards are telling you here, you have the hangman. Well, the hangman is a knowledge card. So you have it, but it's knowledge that can it be book learned? No, it's more like, you've got common sense. It's like that. Does it just mean common sense? It doesn't. It means more knowledge than that. But it's knowledge that you've been embedded with. It's not like learning algebra. Okay. So Sam, what it's telling you, you've got knowledge, but then you have a good heart. They said you've got a good heart and you've been doing this because then you have the Ace of Wands. But the last card you have, okay, is the Page of Swords. And what these cards are telling you, dear, is if you have something to say to somebody, say it. If you have something that you've been holding back, you know better, you're still trying to be nice, but you know something and you want to tell the person, but you think, no, better not. The cards are telling you to go ahead and do it. All right. Sometimes you have to speak up. Now, when you get a card reading, even something like this that's telling you to go ahead and do an action, all right? The whole thing, what it's saying here is with the cards, this could be next week, it could be in 2 weeks, it could have been last week. If you've already said something to a person, when you finally said, I can't take it anymore, or whatever, or I know you fibbed to me, or this, that, and the other thing, they're if you've already done it, they're giving you that you were right, don't feel bad for it. The reason I'm saying that is you've got the Ace of Wands in the middle. Now, the Ace of Wands means good heart, it sprouts out of you. So you're a good person, but if somebody needs to hear something and how you feel, let them. You don't have to be mean about it. Only you're going to know because I'm working with 3 cards here. So they're not telling you the whole thing as if I did a full reading. Okay? All right. And the next person, we have Mary O'Neill Jerome, and she wants general. So here we are. What's funny too? With Sam, those cards were so next to each other. When I shuffled them, and usually I don't pull cards next to each other. You've seen people pull cards, I'm sure, before in your life. That was already set up before I even started this tonight. So, take your time. Don't tell anybody that you shouldn't tell off to so you can make it done, but have something to say. All right, here we go. So now I'm going to do Mary O'Neill Jerome. Okay, now let me see what we have here. She wants general also. What your cards are telling you, which is nice for the beginning of the summer. Spirit's saying that you have the World card, which is a major arcana card, and it means that you've made your world, you've set yourself up. It says you've got your boundaries, but you've got yourself set up. And then you have the 6 of Wands, followed by the 2 of Pentacles. What your cards and what Spirit Guide's telling you to do is enjoy yourself. You got the whole pass on this. So what you have here is you have you have the World card, and then, which is a major arcana, you have the 6 of Wands, which means you put this into position. This didn't happen. You put yourself in this position, and the 2 of Pentacles. Have some fun so you enjoy yourself. That's what Spirit Guide's saying to you tonight. All right. Did we ever hear from Sue Pompetti? Oh my gosh. Okay. So as you know the rules, that if you're not here when you're called, you do lose your turn. She can try again in 3 weeks. but you do have to stay put. All right, Helga. No, you can't, sweetheart. What you do is I start this at 8 o'clock or like 5 after 8, depending, and you ask to be get to be able, for a chance to win the 3 card tarot pull. You will tell you in the directions in the beginning, and then all you do is you ask for it in the comments, and then we pull at about 8:15, 8:20. All right. So tonight's already gone, but we'd be happy to have you join us next week. Now remember, it's time for the healing. I think Gracie is going to be taking some of this healing because this little sweetheart is passed out. Let me go get her one more time. Come here. You're going to say hi to everybody before mommy does the healing? And here she is. she looks like she's in La La Land, doesn't she? All right. Yeah, the bath was too much for you. She's a good girl for the bath too, and I'm the one that gave her first bath, and now I'm her mommy again. So that's nice. All right. So remember, if you want, oh, absolutely, Helga. Sorry. So if you now stay here for the healing if you want it. If you'd like to have the healing come in, what you do is if you can put your feet on the floor. If you can't, that's fine. Remember, why do I ask that? All those wonderful crystals and everything, and the earth and the dirt, all that is right underneath you. Even if you're in a house and say you're on the 3rd floor, it doesn't matter. Just you're putting feet like that will pull up that energy if you just try to pull it up. Okay. Now, if you'd like to receive the healing, palms up. If you'd like to just watch and thinking, I don't want to get involved in this stuff until I see what it is, just put your palms down. All right. What it does, light switch on, light switch off. Okay. So you can watch the whole thing, the healing, if you like. But if you close your eyes, it settles you more and you'll take in more. Oh, did you just see Khufu? Whoa, did you just see Khufu light up? He certainly did. Whoa, he's ready for the healing. All right, so here we are. So I'm going to get ready to send. And remember, I do ask that I ask Spirit, if, just do general for everyone so everybody gets it. And sometimes, they do bring certain people in, but I always send it out to everyone. So let's just relax. Remember, relax your blood flow and just relax, let it flow, be easy. Don't stiffen up. Stiffening up is not good for this. All right, and just relax your breathing. That's it, and bring it down. Okay, good. All righty. Here we go. So, everyone inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And again, inhale through the nose and exhale. Okay, now receive. Oh, I think a spirit's in here. I see. No, a spirit came in. All right. She's very good at letting me know. All right. Oh, yes, she's right. We have a visitor in here tonight. Very nice. Hi, thank you for stopping in. But the spirit's going, no, otherwise known as they don't want me. They're not looking to, they're just joining us. They're nicely joining us. All right, we're fine. Okay, here we go. All right, and everybody relax. Don't worry about this coming week. Just relax. Somebody's having some headaches. These headaches are like in the top of the head, from the forehead to the top, around this way. I'm showing. If you don't have your eyes open, you can always go back to this, watch a video where you can open your eyes real quick. The headache is from the here to the back, right there, here to here. The spirit's asking me to work on that. Okay. All right. Here you go. There you go. Just relax. I need you to relax a little bit more. Okay, good. I'm pulling it off. Okay. All right. And everyone inhale through the nose and exhale to clear and open your eyes. Well, thank you so much for joining in. Whoever, if you think it's you, you're welcome to call me or text me or anything tonight, 856-725-3588, or tomorrow, and I'll let you know if that was for you or not. Remember, the troll started earlier today. If you get a text or something that looks like me, it's my picture, I'm not going to text you. Okay. I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to message you, private message you, say, I'm not going to ask you to, I'm not going to give you a friend request. You're always welcome to contact me, but I will not try to contact you and get your credit card, offer you a free reading or free like this. The free readings I do are here on these videos. That's it. My office is in Cherry Hill, but I do FaceTime and Zoom and everything if you want to contact me. But realize they're trolls. Just delete them. All right. Don't bother talking to them because they use my picture. They steal my picture. And this happens to everybody. I mean, everybody that does what I do. So just be safe and realize, make sure it's me. Let's put it that way. Make sure it's me. All right. Well, you're welcome. I hope you all feel better. And I'll see you again next Sunday. Okay. Bye for now. And Gracie says bye too.